We are live, I think. Okay, looks like it. How's the volume? I think the volume is okay. Welcome to RFS, to the RFS stream. Do I have live chat? No, yes, I don't. Okay, cool. Just enable that. Alrighty, so today we're going to be streaming RFS, Real Flight Simulator. So yep, I am live. Alrighty. So here's the live chat up front here. Let's go and go into the training multiplayer server. So today we're gonna be flying from, we're basically gonna be doing like full flights, stuff like that. Just fly around in RFS. So the stream should end about 10 p.m. tonight-ish. So I think one person is watching currently. Yep, one person is watching. Cool. So we are gonna be flying. Firstly, welcome to the stream, this person. Secondly, we are basically gonna be flying for the first flight. Just to start it off, we're gonna be taking off at OR Tambo International Airport. And we are going to be flying to FBSK, the Foxtrot Bravo Sierra Kilo, also known as Gaborone, Botswana. So we are going to be parked at gate B7, or no, B5. Yes, B5. Okay, so we are at B5. So we're going to be starting off there. So let's go ahead and say start flight. And let's get on with the first flight for the stream. I'm just going to say apologies if there's like any interruptions with like WhatsApp and stuff like that. I'm just going to start off by saying that. Okay, so we do not have ATC. I was wondering if that's going to be the case. So, ooh, it's a nice sunset, but it's just, oh no, I can't change it. I forgot I'm multiplayer. But here we are with the beautiful ATR 72-600 in the Air Botswana livery. Don't know if I'm saying that right, but Tortilo. Don't know. So let's go ahead and start the aircraft up by firing up the AP. Not the APU, the battery. See, like that, guys. Apologies for that, the interruptions. Well, this one guy. Apologies for that. And feel free to comment once we're done with this flight, any suggestions for the next flight. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this ATR 72 fired up. So seatbelts on, no smoking on, and also, okay, well that's, I am streaming with Starscape. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the exterior inspection before we get our passengers on board. Okay, so here we are. Welcome next to the ATR 72. Very nice. little aircraft. I think this is a continental aircraft. It's not international. Okay, so let's check the nose. Make sure everything's good here. Doesn't seem like everything's wrong there or anything. Okay, so the nose is checked. Let's check the front landing gear. I cannot duck, but it doesn't look like everything's bad on there. Also, I seem pumped, not flat. So that's good. Okay, so that's checked. Let's check the right forward fuselage. This little, yeah, nothing seems out of place, sticking out or anything. Just need to watch with that blade. Very sharp. So yeah, I'll mark that check. Let's check the right center fuselage. Anything out of place? Everything there looks good. Nothing here seems out of place or anything. Call sign Alpha 2, Alpha Bravo Kilo. And as you can see, nothing seems wrong there. Alright, so let's check the right center wing. So we'll check here. Everything seems fine. Nothing seems out of order or anything. Alright, so I'll mark that checked. Check the right engine. All blades looking good. Nothing seems wrong there. No blade seems like bent or anything. So that's good. Inside of the... Alright, so everything there looks good to go. Checked this earlier. Nothing seems wrong or anything. Here's the landing light as well. The back area, almost where the APU is. So here's where like the what do you call it? I forgot the name. Just like where the food comes in. Dang it, I forgot the name. I remember once we actually load the aircraft for this flight. So that is checked, nothing seems wrong there. Okay, so we're right by the circle. Okay, let's check the APU. Everything's still good, guys. Okay, yeah, no, everything's still good. Alright. So I think that it is a little bit glitchy. Again, sorry for that. So I think that it is a little bit glitchy, but okay then. So let's check the there's a tail on the APU. So let's check the rear landing gears here, by the landing gear door and all that good stuff. Where the landing gear comes out. Door on this side seems good, tires seem pump, nothing seems flat. Everything there looks good. Alright. Check the other side. Other side's gear, make sure that everything's good down there. And looks like everything is indeed good. So once again, nothing seems flat or bent. Doors look good and everything there looks good. So I'll mark that checked. Right aft fuselage, we checked the fuselage, so that's checked. Tail on the APU, so the rudder and everything here looks good. The horizontal stabilizers and vertical stabilizer looks good. Everything on that looks good. The APU seems fine. Whoops. Wrong button. And yeah, everything there looks good. Hold on, what did I... Oh, the left forward fuselage. And the parking brake is set, luckily. So let's go ahead and quickly just check the left forward fuselage. And I see that it is very laggy, ladies and gentlemen. I do quite apologize for that. So, but let's check the left forward fuselage. Everything there seems good. Everything seems okay. Alright. Mark that check. That was already checked. Tail APU is checked. Left aft fuselage. Everything seems good over here. Nothing seems loose. Nothing seems broken. Left landing gear is checked. Left wing, the trailing edge here. Back with the flaps. Yeah, no, I do apologize if it is a little bit laggy. It's either that or it's just my internet that is a little bit behind. But alright, so flaps and everything looks good. Ailerons looks good. Navigation lights and strobes on the side looks good. Landing light looks good. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. So that's fine. The left wingtip just checked. The leading edge, let's see. Nothing here seems wrong or seems out of place. Okay. Left engine, all blades, nothing's bent, nothing's broken. Engine looks clean. Let me just quickly go here. Okay. So the engine looks clear. And stuff like that. So with the beautiful sunset here, we're gonna get this beauty off to Gaborone here from Johannesburg, OR Tambo International. So just to make it realistic, guys, because today OR Tambo did not switch runways, because sometimes they do because of traffic or because of weather. So today they did not. So we're gonna make it realistic. I'm gonna be taking off where all the aircraft today are taking off, which is on that side, way over there of the runway. So we have a little bit of taxiing to do, but we're not gonna taxi too long since this is the ATR and it can take off relatively shortly, because our Tambo does have a decently long runway. So yeah, let's go ahead and get back inside of the cockpit. So welcome back on board the cockpit of the ATR 72. So let's go ahead and go through some of the pre-flight checklists. So the parking brake's set, the battery's on, no smoking's on, and seatbelts are on. So we are ready to get the passengers on board. Let's go ahead and just get the ATIS as well.
Information, India at 1623 Zulu, departure runway 21 right, transition level 90, wind 077 degrees, 6 knots, Kavik, temperature 25 dew point 9, QNH 1020.
Okay, so looks like we are going to be taking off on runway 21, right? So even if that's not realistic, that was what we were instructed to do, so we'll do it. So let's go ahead and get the passengers on board. So I'm going to go to the outside camera view for this, so that you guys can see everything that's happening. So let's go ahead and go to load. I don't think that the lights work as of right now. Yeah, no, because we first need to start the engines and then everything will come on. So let's go ahead and load the passengers on board now, shall we? Okay, so here we go, opening the passenger door, and the fuel truck is coming attached. Like I said, feel free to comment if you have any suggestions of the next flight. I just decided, you know what, let's just do this, just to start the stream off. So yeah, We're going to be having about 36 passengers on board today, so not a lot of passengers for this evening flight, but we do have some coming on board. So we're going to load this ATR with about 2,100 kilograms of fuel or tons. So let's go ahead and welcome them on board.
The captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you haven't already done so, please stow your carry-on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin.
Okay, so it looks like all our passengers are getting on board now.
Back and folding trays are in their full upright position. If you are seated next to an emergency exit, please read carefully the special instructions card located by your seat.
So that's good.
So
So let's go ahead and open the cargo door as well.
Smoking is prohibited on the entire aircraft, including the lavatories.
Okay.
Disabling or destroying the lavatories
Catering door. Okay, so the passenger door can close. Fuel truck can be detached.
Thank you.
There we go, the catering door. Remembered. Told you I would remember as when I say it, or when I see it, I will remember. Then I will remember. A little bit of too much fuel. Oh, not fuel, but food. Okay, so 36 meals coming on board. So a meal for each passenger. And cargo, we don't have a lot, so we'll load it with about 400 kilograms of cargo. So there we go. And if we go to our ground inspection, we will see that the cargo is already been loaded, as we have not a lot of cargo on board for this evening flight. So it's going to be a short little quick flight down to Gaborone. Should not take too long, should be about 30 to 41 minutes. So looks like all of our things are on board. Cargo, passengers, fuel and meals are on board. So we can go ahead and close all our doors and get this aircraft ready to get in the air. So if I show you guys, I have already set up the flight plan for today's flight. So we are going to be landing runway 08 and we're taking off runway 21 right. So we are now at parking number B5 here. Alright, so let's go ahead and close the catering door.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And let the passengers know.
On behalf of our captain and the entire crew, welcome aboard. At this time,
Okay, so we are good to go there. Let's go ahead and go through our pre-flight checklist once again. So we do not need the anti-aliasing treatment done. So fuel quantity is checked in kilograms. Passenger doors closed. Cargo doors closed. Logo lights, we'll bring that on once we start the APU. And alarm check. Fire. Okay, so now we're just going to check all the main alarms. I mostly only check fire, stall and overspeed, because that's your main warnings. Just for like when I'm starting the aircraft. Alright, so that is mostly pre-flight checklist complete. So let's go ahead and get this aircraft pushed back, and then we can start engine number 2. Okay, so parking brake released, and let's bring the pushback tug here, shall we? And here he comes. Alright, here we go. And we'll start engine number 2. There we go. Okay, so now we can bring all the lights on, I think. So cabin lights. Oh no, we cannot. Oh. Oh no, wait, it's still starting. Wanted to say. Oh, there goes our A380. It just took off. That's nice. Okay, so we'll put all the lights on shortly. Let's go ahead and start by cabin lights on. Ooh, my pushback skills are terrible. I'm so sorry. Okay, not looking too bad, at least. Okay, so parking brake set. Okay, that is good. Logo lights on. Beacon lights on. Okay, so that is good to go. So that is now pre-flight checklist complete. Engine start checklist. Beacon lights are on. Engine number 2 is on. And now we are starting engine number 1. Which is this engine right here. Okay. So that's everything good to go there. See how far engine number 1 is. Okay, engine number 1 is started. So that is engine start checklist complete. Now we'll go through our before taxi checklist. So I'm going to start off by checking the flight controls. So our ailerons. Okay, our ailerons checked. Elevators. Down and up. And rudder left and right. Okay, so flight controls, they are checked. They are free and correct. So I'm just going to quickly see. Okay, so we're going to set our flaps to 15 for takeoff. Let's go ahead and go through safety briefing. Okay, takeoff flap, well, yeah, flap set. Ice coming on. Taxi lights coming on. And navigation lights coming on. Okay, so that is before taxi checklist complete. So we are basically clear to start our taxi right now. So let's go ahead and do that.
If you are traveling with children, make sure that your own mask is on first before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing and evacuation, leave your carry-on items behind.
Go ahead and turn the HUD on.
Located below your seats and emergency lighting will lead you to your closest destination. We ask that you make sure that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety data card in the seat pocket in front of you.
Alrighty, and we are going to be going off to Gaborone for this beautiful evening flight. Once we get in the air, we should get a much better view of the sunset currently right now in southern Africa. Oh, a little bit of a sharp turn there. Roll down a little bit. No vehicles, nothing. Cool. Okay, so we're going to be holding about there. So let's check. We're cleared on our right side and we're cleared on our left side. So we'll go ahead and taxi on this way. Excuse me. Excuse me once again. My voice is a little bit today. But I did want to stream for the 500 subscriber special. And we have 3 people watching. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to comment if you would like to. And if you have any suggestions of flights after this one that we can do, feel free to comment. We'll do them. Stream is about ending at, say, so 8 p.m. though, so yeah. South Africa time. Southern African time. Right, so throttle her up a little bit. Not too much now. ATR does have some power, so we'll set it to say 9% of throttle here for the taxi, as we will go then say 14 to 13 knots of taxi speed, which is reasonable. Okay, so once again, clear on left side, clear on right side. Always check when I'm crossing something, because sometimes there will be planes coming into their gates and you might not pay attention, and then boom, you're into them. So I always check just to make sure. Okay, so at the next holding position, we're going to be holding. Prepare the aircraft for takeoff, and then we'll get on the runway and head on out of here. Okay. So far everything's going good. Weather is very nice today. Some great flying conditions today. Right now it's actually currently a little bit gusty outside, but it's not too bad. Visibility is great. Sorry if I do not notice if anybody's watching. It's just sometimes, and also I'm recording like with my headphones. It's just I am very focused right now, so I do not do anything wrong on the stream. So yeah, I'm focusing extra hard. Okay, so we are cleared once again on our left side. Here we are from the outside. Beautiful. Here there is also a little bit of glitches. Alright, so we're going to be holding here. Okay, and parking brake set. Here we go. Everything's good to go. Not two people's watching. Okay. Oh, sorry. I just cracked my knuckles there. Alright, so let's go through our before takeoff checklist. Okay, everything's good. So let's go ahead and turn on the strobe lights. Takeoff flaps set. Cabin crew is advising, so I'll mark that checked. Flight controls are checked. Cabin lights, I'll set them to dim 2 or dim 1 for takeoff, and then landing lights coming on. Okay, so that is before takeoff checklist complete, so we are ready to rock and roll. So we are cleared on our left side, we are cleared on our right side, and just quickly make sure here that nobody's coming in or out. Okay, let's go ahead and get this puppy in the air, shall we? Now there's one person watching. Please thank you for this one person for watching. I love the new textures that and the new graphics that RFS got. It really makes the game a whole lot more realistic. But here we go. Guys, I'm ending the stream. I need to, guys. Sorry. Apologies. But something just happened.